Hi everybody, it's Julia here and I am back with yet another process video. Today I thought I was going to share some of my new product that I'm really happy and proud of, and I call them the coloring sheets. So yeah, they are like sort of like a coloring book, but coloring sheets, I suppose. They are my designs printed on 100% cotton paper, Fabriano Artistico. And yeah, it comes in this little folder. It says coloring sheets on it. I think they're really cute anyway. So yeah, so I thought I was going to color one along with you. And I'm using my... that's Albert. And I'm using my latest watercolor release colors from the Dimma collection. And I'm using... this brush. There's one of my favorite, is Silver Black Velvet number 10. These brushes can hold so much water, and it is a joy to do loose and fluid washes with them. I'm really sorry that is Siri in the background. I won't be actually using the color Siri in this painting, but she is making herself known. Okay, so so yeah, now, those coloring sheets were actually not my idea. No, it was my aunt. And if you watched my video where I talked about the process of creating this color set, the Dimma collection, I talked about this sort of day or moment where I got the inspiration from that, and I was being in her cabin. It's the same aunt. And when I was there, not that time, another time, I'm there quite a lot, she was like, why don't you do like coloring sheets? And I was like, yeah, why don't I? And I thought it was a brilliant idea to do these sort of like a coloring book style, but doing them on watercolor paper. And yeah, I've really enjoyed, I have sort of rediscovered coloring as a hobby. I know, I mean, I create art, but yeah, I found it very relaxing to do that. And the more I thought about making these, the more I liked the idea. I mean, I like sketching as much as the next person, but I mean, the joy that I feel for painting is the color. That's what I want to do. And sometimes I just want to color, and I want to do that with watercolor, but in order to do a nice watercolor painting you need to have something underneath to guide you if you're not like super good going to put the brush down doing these freestyle watercolor paintings. So I thought it would be really fun to have this sort of little file folder with ready ideas to just sit down and paint. And the first thing that I was like, this is the number one thing, and that is the paper. I mean, of course the design is important too, but for me, if this was going to be a valid product to put out, it would have to be the best paper that I know, because otherwise there's no point in doing them watercolor. I mean, so yeah, I decided to go with the Fabriano Artistico 100 GSM cotton paper, and this paper is everything. Of course it's not, but I just love it. I found it so nice to work with. I never really have any issues with it. I mean, it's so easy. It doesn't create a lot of blooms. It just lays down, it behaves. It doesn't fight you, and I just really appreciate this paper. So I hope that the ones who buy these products or buy these coloring sheets, I really hope it is people who loves to do watercolor but perhaps doesn't buy cotton paper, so that hopefully they can experience that with this, because painting on cotton paper and proper cotton paper, it is just a dream. So I mean, of course, if you're more seasoned and you want to do this, but I really feel like this is sort of like a little bit of a helping hand if you want to do some watercolor, and also if you just want to try something new. And relax. And I can't wait to see how you color them, because I mean, obviously, because the line work is mine, I have a very clear image of how they will look finished. Like, you will see how I finish mine here, but just imagine how other people, and I mean, like, it will be like we're collaborating on art together. So yeah, it is so much fun. And if you followed me on the vlogs, I post vlogs every Saturday, you would have seen me working on these, and it's really fun. And they're actually printed in a local printer just across the town, so that's really fun. So I was in there and dropping everything off, and it's so fun to get. And that also means that I have more control of the printing, and it's quicker turnaround, and depending on how it goes, and I can create them quite quickly. So if it is like a big demand, I can definitely make more, because I don't have that many sets now, just because I don't know how they will be received. It is a bit of an odd product, I feel. I have tried to do some research, but I haven't really been able to find this kind of thing where the focus is on like a really good paper. So yeah, I'm just a bit nervous. I also decided to do the lines very, very light grey. That is something that I felt, but then I was like a bit, should I do that? Because that was my first like initial thought, having very light grey lines. So when you like sort of like a pencil, you know, if you have like a pretty, like an HB H2 pencil, that kind of like grayness, so that when you do add color and stuff, the lines sort of, you know, they don't melt because the ink won't run, but they sort of like disappear into the background. But I was a bit, or do people want black lines? So I was a bit hesitant, but I talked to Jem in the Color Cave, and she is an amazing colorist, and she started her art journey sort of with coloring. So I feel very like she knows what's up, you know. And I got some tips from her, and she like sort of confirmed my thinking that the light grayness of the lines was a good idea. And I'm saying this, and I hope she will agree with me. But that is sort of what we sort of came up with, and I'm very happy to have had sort of somebody to talk to about this, somebody who is from the coloring community and can offer some input in sort of what they want, you know. But yeah, I'm very happy with how they turned out. And the initial run is 5 different designs, as you saw in the beginning, and they are A5. I felt like that was a nice size to start with. It's sort of like, it is a proper painting, but it won't be too big. But later on, I'm definitely thinking I can do them A4. And I feel like that is like, you can get some really nice fun washes without it feeling too big. So that's my thinking anyway. And yeah, so here you can see I've been this one that I've been coloring. I did this the other day, and I'm not going to lie, I felt a bit rushed. I wanted to get videos out for the sort of shop update. It was quite a long time ago that I had like a bigger update. I had one in May with the Pretty Persian colors. I had videos accompanying that, but now I have the Dimma set, and I had some videos that I wanted to be up alongside that, is sort of explaining and showing all of this stuff. And I wanted to have the same with the coloring sheets, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to have the coloring sheets up, because I wasn't sure when they were going to be done, but then they got done quicker. So then I was like, okay, I need to do a video. And so I did honestly felt a little bit rushed doing that and editing, and you know, it takes time, and I want to have like, if something completely royally mess up, I want to have a bit of time to fix it. But yeah, even though I did feel a bit stressed, I really enjoy the process of of painting and just focusing on the color. I didn't have to like make sure everything was centered or the house was looking good. I just could focus on the paint, and I really like that. And then when I was done, I was like, it looks like a painting that I did. It doesn't look like a coloring sheet that I have colored in. It looks like a painting, and I'm very happy with that. And now I'm not going to spoil how it will look, but I just had a lot of fun. And like I said, I'm using the colors in the Dimma set. So the Dimma collection or set comes with 6 colors. I mean, you can buy them individually if you would like that. And you can see here from above, it is the colors on the left, and the sort of white looking full pans, that is for a different project or a different color thing coming later. Shh, don't talk about it. But yeah, so here it's like when I've made a paint, I just scrape the last thing off and I get the sort of thing. But I decided to take a few full pans for myself. However, the Ingrid that is in the middle is running out, so I need to make some more. But yeah, here I've just tried to make to use all of the colors really that are the traditional colors. So the sky, I used Harald, which is that sort of warm blue, and then I have used Harald with Olof to create some dimension in the tree foliage behind the house. And then the house is Ingrid, that yellow, and used Albert on the roof, and also dripping in a little bit of Olof before the Albert has time to dry, and that will create a little bit of spreading of that green. You can see here that sort of creates that, you know, like the house has been standing there for quite some time and moss has started to grow on it. And then I just mix Albert and Harald, so the sort of reddy brown with the blue, and that is my shading color, and I love that color mix so much. You can get so many different color variation from that. I've used that in the windows and also in the rocks, or the, what do you call it, like stones that you walk on, pathway, flagstones, I don't know. And on there, because of the lines are so faint, I could just add in more, and you can't really tell that they don't really belong there because they look like they belong. So I'm also using that mixture to add some more shading around the door and sort of behind the bushes, just to create a little bit more dimension in the house. And I'm going to go in around the windows again just to bring out some more dimension, like I said. So yeah, I mean, I had a really good time, even though I was a little bit stressed. But I'm really looking forward because I have saved one of these file folders for myself. The one that wasn't, I mean, I don't have all of the designs, I think, and I have 2 of one. It doesn't really matter. The ones you will be getting, if you buy them, they are perfect. They have all of the different 5 designs. But yeah, I can't wait to try this again on another one. And I will definitely be sharing that later on, probably on Instagram, as I finish the houses, and I'm really looking forward just to sitting down and painting with them. I maybe try another color palette. So here I've used Dimma, maybe I should try, I mean, the Allmoge set would be pretty obvious, but yeah, it would be really fun to make some really wacky one. And I have to say, when I was painting this, I was like, it would be really fun to go in with some colored pencils after to add a bit more dimension, but I felt I had run out of time and I needed to continue on working on other things. So I just left it with the watercolor, but I have this piece in front of me now and I do really like it, but at the same time I'm like, I could do a lot more if I used some other media. But I am a big fan of mixing media and I really love that. So yeah, I will just, oh gosh, I can't get the words out right, but it will be so much fun to see how you will do this. Yeah, it will be so cool. Oh, this is like one of the things that I am so excited about. I mean, I'm really excited about the colors and all of that, but this is something I feel like we can work on together. Um, so yeah, that makes me really, really excited. And also thinking if I can make more designs, if I should make more of these traditional Swedish houses or more like the Amsterdam houses that I've made quite a lot. And yeah, I have got one request of doing my flying pig. But yeah, I just feel like it would be so much fun to do more of these. And yeah, that is definitely something I'm, depending on how it goes and how well they are selling, because now I have bought quite a lot of paper, so I can definitely print more. So yeah, that is about that, I think, about the houses and the colors, and I'm really just trying to have fun with it. So yeah. I would really like your suggestions though. If you have something that you would like to try, or just like to hear what you think about the product, even if you don't buy it or anything, I would just love to hear what you think about the idea of the product. If it's something that appeals to you, maybe you're not interested in like Swedish houses, totally get that, but maybe you're interested in this kind of thing with dinosaurs or with rocks, I don't know. But I mean, just the idea of having like the file folder with watercoloring sheets with like the design on it. For me, the paper was a very big deal, but I'm not sure, maybe you wouldn't be too bothered, or would prefer to have cellulose paper. I don't know. I just felt like the cotton paper was a big deal for me. But yeah, that's why I would be very, very happy to hear what you think about it. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or things that you feel could be better, I would love to hear that. So yeah. But so far, I'm very happy with it. But like I said, it is more like a prototype product because I don't have that many of them, and I'm not really sure if they will be good. So yeah, but I really like them. I really do. I don't mean to try to sound so like I'm trying to convince somebody or try to convince myself, but I really like the product, and I feel like this is something that I could develop even more and have more designs, and that would be really fun, I feel, anyway. Okay, here I'm dipping into Öde, which is that silver metallic color with gold glitter that is just amazing. I love this color. It is like a statement color. It is like you need to stop and look at it. I wanted to have a color that looks like, okay, I'm going to get a little bit poetical, so bear in mind, just like let me go for a bit. When you go out early autumn morning and there's like a lot of dewdrops in the grass, and then the sun hits that, so it looks like there is just gold glitter everywhere. That okay, I'm done. That is my thought on this color, and that is what I wanted. And here you can see, I mean, look at that. So okay, that is my finished painting. I love painting houses. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have liked it, and yeah, if you're interested in this, links are down below to the shop. And if you want to see more of me and what I do, what I make in the studio, then come back on Saturday for a new studio vlog.